Visiting with Callie Mueller, who just finished her year as Miss Rodeo America. Callie, I can't imagine how busy you were with all the appearances and rodeos.
I was very busy. I was on the road traveling over 225 days. I had appearances, and that doesn't count traveling home and to the appearances.
How did it feel when you were first introduced as Miss Rodeo America, and where was that?
It was held at Las Vegas in the South Point during the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo held each December. It truly felt so surreal because Miss Rodeo America is such a prestigious organization and title. It really feels almost out of reach because every girl puts it on such a high pedestal. It is a moment that I will remember for the rest of my life, and I really remember asking the current 2024 Miss Rodeo America if this is real. It felt like a pinch me moment.
What were some of the big rodeos that you were at during the past year?
Well, I was here right at Rodeo Rapid City last year. Super happy to come back to South Dakota a couple of times with Rodeo Rapid City, Days of 76, and the Extreme Bronx and Range Days Rodeo here in around the Rapid City area of South Dakota. But I went to also so many rodeos across the United States. I traveled to 17 different states, and a few of those big rodeos include the Pendleton Roundup, Houston, and Southwest District Livestock Show.
What are some of your fondest memories over the past year?
Wow, I could say so many different memories, and we could sit and have lunch for hours. But truly, one of my greatest memories as Miss Rodeo America was going and visiting all of the sponsors who work behind the scenes within the Western industry and uphold such a prestigious role for all of us within the Western industry. I got to go behind the scenes with Landstroms right here in South Dakota, but also Montana Silversmiths, Wrangler, Circle Y, and the AQHA headquarters down in Amarillo, Texas. And those are just a few of my favorite memories, but some that I will hold on forever.
Callie, take us back to when you were crowned Miss Rodeo America. What categories were you judged on? And talk about your preparation.
There are a variety of categories at the Miss Rodeo America pageant. I was gracious enough to win the appearance category, but there is also horsemanship, speech, personality, and a written test and photogenics award. The photogenics award does not go towards the overall score for Miss Rodeo America, but you are judged in all those categories and compete in various different events. A lot of public speaking, 2 rounds of personal interviews with the judges, and the written test and writing 2 rounds of horsemanship. My preparation included days, hours, months, and honestly years to work towards the Miss Rodeo America stage and to win the title of Miss Rodeo America. Every road trip or heading to a rodeo as a local title holder here in South Dakota, I always had study cards and would study with my parents on the road. So it truly takes a village, and it takes months and dedication.
You ever get nervous?
Of course I did. And I like to tell myself, if you aren't nervous, then you don't care.
You know, Callie, we're here at the stock show, and this is where we first interviewed you as the Jackrabbit Stampede Ambassador, representing the SDSU rodeo team. That was 6 years ago, and you had goals.
It's my first queening title, and I have loved it. And I plan on running for Miss Rodeo South Dakota in the future.
Talk about the queen titles that you've had since that interview and leading up to Miss Rodeo America.
Wow, what a full circle moment to be back here with you guys at the Black Hills Stock Show and interviewing with me, and being able to talk to you guys again is truly special. So thank you for reaching out to me. But also, I have represented multiple rodeos across South Dakota after the Jackrabbit Stampede Ambassador in 2019. I was a 2020 Miss Black Hills Roundup, 2021 Miss Corn Palace Stampede, 2022 Miss Days of 76, 2023 Miss Watertown Rodeo, and 2024 Miss Rodeo South Dakota before winning the title of Miss Rodeo America.
What do you think is the most important attribute of a rodeo queen?
I think their integrity is what is most important because when you are on the road and you're traveling, and let's be honest, human bodies tend to feel some wear every once in a while. Someone's integrity and their true heart and personality and characteristics are going to show through the best days and the halfway days where your body is starting to feel that wear. So, being able to be a true person of integrity is what I feel is the most important.
Excellent. Callie, do you have a role model? Someone who really made a difference for you?
I have so many role models, not only in the Western industry and in horsemanship with my horses, but I also have a rodeo queen model, and that is going to be Jordan Santos, who is Jordan Tyranny, Miss Rodeo South Dakota 2019, and Miss Rodeo America 2020 and 2021. She was one of my first judges when I ran for the Jackrabbit Stampede Ambassador, and being able to connect with her and really get to know her and watch her as Miss Rodeo South Dakota and then go on to win Miss Rodeo America was truly so inspiring, and she's one of my dearest friends yet today.
Callie, what advice do you have for anyone, and especially young people who have dreams and goals?
My platform that I always inspire people to live by is faith over fear. This is a mindset and platform that I truly hold dear to my heart, and I encourage anybody to live with this platform. This can either be having faith in yourself or over the fears of the unknown or the uncertainties, or how I take it in a Christianity standpoint is having faith that God will guide you no matter what path and what obstacles you are going through in life, and do not have fear of the unknown future.
Let's back up one more time. What was it like being crowned Miss Rodeo America?
It was truly so surreal being named Miss Rodeo South Dakota as the 2025 Miss Rodeo America. It is a pinch me moment that will last in my heart and my memory for a lifetime. I remember looking back at Miss Rodeo America 2024, who was ready to crown me, and I said, "Is this real?" It was truly an unforgettable moment.
So, what's next for Callie Mueller?
God has yet to tell me exactly what the plans are next for me. I am certified in elementary and special education, and I look forward to getting a master's degree in either educational leadership or educational psychology. Right now, I plan on doing some substitute teaching along with some rodeo queen clinics. I am going all around the United States, and I have a couple already lined up in Montana in May and Idaho coming up right here in March.
Callie, we really appreciate you taking time to visit, and best wishes.
Thank you so much.